In 1934, in the rain-soaked town of Briar's End, West Virginia, a murder was solved by something that should never have been able to speak. Ruth Harrow, a quiet schoolteacher, vanished one stormy evening while walking home past the abandoned chapel at the edge of town. The next morning, her handbag was found near the chapel steps, one glove caught on the iron fence, and faint drag marks leading toward the woods before disappearing in the rain. There was no body, no witnesses, no clear trail, just silence. Suspicion quickly fell on Jonah Mercer, a reclusive mill worker known for his temper. Days earlier, Ruth had confronted him after he violently struck one of her students. But when the sheriff searched his property, nothing was found. No blood, no weapon, no trace of Ruth. Then, 3 nights later, the chapel bell rang. That was impossible. The chapel had been abandoned for over a decade, its doors nailed shut, its bell rope long rotted away. Yet just after midnight, the bell tolled once, slow, heavy, echoing through the valley. The next morning, Sheriff Vale forced his way inside and found something that didn't belong there. Ruth's silver brooch, placed carefully at the altar. The bell rang again the following night, and again. Each time, something new appeared inside the chapel. One shoe, a torn piece of her dress, always placed where it could be seen, always after the bell. On the 6th night, the sheriff waited inside with 2 deputies. Just after midnight, the bell above them began to move, not violently, but with slow, deliberate force. At that same moment, one deputy swore he heard footsteps behind the altar. The other froze, claiming a voice whispered a single word into his ear. "Below." At first light, they pried open the floor behind the altar. Beneath it was a sealed storage shaft, hidden for years. Inside, they found Ruth. She had not died the night she vanished. The coroner confirmed she had lived for hours, possibly longer, trapped beneath the chapel, trying to claw her way out. Dirt filled her nails. The canvas around her was torn from the inside. The town erupted. Mercer was arrested immediately, but the sheriff wasn't finished. Because when he returned to the chapel that same evening, he found something new written in the dust near the altar. One word: mill. They searched Mercer's mill again, this time beneath it. Hidden behind loose boards, they found rope, personal items, and signs that others had been held there before. Old buttons, scraps of fabric, evidence of something far darker than a single crime, Mercer confessed. He admitted taking Ruth after she threatened to report him. He hid her in the mill, then moved her beneath the chapel when search parties came too close. But when asked about the bell, about the items appearing, about the word in the dust, he swore he had nothing to do with it. He said he never returned to the chapel. And on the final night, when the bell rang again, he claimed he saw something from his porch. A woman, standing in the doorway of the abandoned church, waiting. The court called it guilt. The town called it justice. But the older residents of Briar's End believed something else. They believed Ruth Harrow refused to disappear. She marked the place. She led them to her. She named the mill, and she forced the truth into the open, piece by piece, until there was nowhere left for it to hide. Because the most chilling part of the case was never the murder. It was that Ruth didn't come back to haunt. She came back to finish what the living couldn't. And once the truth was finally uncovered, the bell never rang again.